some crazy things happen when these two teams get together.
Are we checking out one of the costumes? That Gardner Minshew is one of the Halloween costumes down there.
It's a hot item. Trey Palmer, who has taken one the distance this year of 93 yards, is back waiting on Anders Carlson's kickoff. Passing the midway point of the SEC season. Can you believe it? I think Jamie said it last night. Said, guys, after this, we've got 5 SEC games left.
And I also think it's a great story, just the amount of work that has taken place to get even to the halfway point.
Exactly. And as we've seen around other games, even in this conference, but other conferences, things have not gone quite so well. Here we go, though, from Auburn. And LSU will bring out their freshman quarterback to work the offense from the 25-yard line. Here he comes, and he's a big fella. 242, and that's down about 20 from when he came in to Baton Rouge. And the rest of the offense. Now they don't have their left tackle there. Rosenthal suspended, so Cam Wire starts there. And Terrace Marshall, the #1 receiver, already coming in with big numbers. 9 touchdown receptions on the year. We'll see how they guard that backside for the freshman quarterback. And about a 3-yard gain to start things off for John Emery. Let's check the defense for the Auburn Tigers. They don't, of course, have those great guys up front like they had a year ago that ended up in the NFL. Owen Papo, along with Jacoby McClain, 100 tackles between the two, incomplete, and it's 3rd down and long right away. There's Miles Brennan, made the trip. He actually threw some tosses in warm-up.
Yep. And, we all say that, we talked about it earlier when we were talking to the guys back in New York. You don't want to lose your job to injury, but, tough sport sometimes at quarterback. Interesting look, a real wide 6-man defensive line here. Pressure from both sides.
LSU has not been good, as you saw on 3rd down, and they aren't there either. 3 and out.
Kevin Steele, defensive coordinator, gave LSU and Joe Burrow a different look last year that gave him problems. You can count on him giving them something a little different, and that was a really wide-looking 6-man front up there. They were linebackers and defensive backs, but you have to account for all 6.
That's Eli Stowe back deep, waiting on the punts from Zach von Rosenberg. Oh, they got good pressure, but they didn't get to the ball. Stowe's going to call for the fair catch. Has to let it bounce, so somebody got in his line of sight, and they'll lose a couple yards out of that, but not too bad. They'll start right at the 25-yard line as well. So 3 and out, and now we bring out the other quarterback. This is the 5th straight year that these two teams have got together, and it's a freshman quarterback starting against a second-year quarterback. Bo, in this case, is the second-year quarterback. And the offense that joins in, they lost their #1 offensive lineman, Brandon Council, so Keandre Jones gets to start there. Seth Williams is the big play guy at the wide receiver spot for the Auburn Tigers. Oof. Big collision there. Sean Shivers. Hello.
So interesting, when a new running back comes in, Bigsby, and kind of runs angry, it kind of gets catchy.
Sean Shivers says, I want some of that.
Absolutely.
They will rotate those guys throughout the day. Shivers is the elder statesman of the two. Only a junior himself. Gets the call going left. And just a yard shy of the first down. Todd Harris brought him down. It'll be 3rd down and short.
I remember Shivers last year in that Alabama game when he had that great run at the end of that game for that touchdown. Remember it? He shows you that explosive. These little guys are tough to tackle.
Harris, I think, got a stinger, Gary, on that. He was trying to shake it off, and he heads to the sideline.
Did. You try to come in low, and that guy goes lower.
Tank Bigsby now in the lineup on 3rd down and short. And he's going to get the first down with forward progress, but he didn't get much.
#4, Tank Bigsby.
Sean Shivers, last year in the Iron Bowl.
First down.
On a little jet sweep. and just took everybody with him.
Yeah, he took off Xavier McKinney's helmet. Remember that play?
Absolutely. Shivers is not little, but he is short. And they weren't short on the first down carry, so they have it at the 35-yard line. First throw for Nix, maybe not. Bo's going to take off with it. Got a big opening and slides his way for 12 and a first down.
Okay, so there's a lot of ways you can help the quarterback in a passing game. Run the ball with the tailback is always nice. The short passes, but also the quarterback runs. A lot of people think Bo does it a little too quickly, but when he's successful, it takes LSU a lot out of their man coverage game.
Here's a pitch to Shivers. He got about 3 out of that somehow.
You know, I don't think anyone's ever going to talk about how tall a running back is again.
After Edwards-Helaire.
Why
I said he's short. That's all I said.
Who cares, right?
Here's the LSU defense. There's the front, the linebacking core, and then the All-American Derek Stingley Jr. in the back end. Bigsby back in there on second down and 7. Play action. Nix wanted to go deep. And does go deep, even scrambling, and he throws it out of bounds.
Well, nice coverage that time by LSU. Tried to go deep to Schwartz. Free safety was there. Corner was there in man coverage. Could not get the big bomb on the play. Schwartz down here is going to try to go long. Right on the bottom of the screen. Stingley's going stride for stride.
Yeah, he was in his hip pocket the whole way. So brings up third down at 7. Auburn 47% on their third down conversions. Last week they were great, and they went over Ole Miss. From the 49, empty backfield, and a quarterback draw for Nix. Going to be wrapped up. He's a yard or a yard and a half shy. Ojulari brought him down.
I wonder if B.J. Ojulari was spying on the play. Even though it's a 4-man line, he peels off very quickly on the play. See, he's coming in, and he almost maybe with the stunt or whatever, but he was looking for the quarterback draw.
Well, even though 17,000 here, that's a pretty loud boo, as the Auburn fans wanted Auburn to go for it on 4th and short. Instead, they bring in Aiden Marshall, the punt. That is Derek Stingley back deep. And every time you see a great player back as a return man, you start thinking about Jalen Waddle from last week, right? And this one down at the 1-yard line. Perfect punt.
Everything perfect about it.
Roger McCreary got down there on the special teams and stayed out of the end zone. Here's a great look right behind him from Pylon Cam. Woo-hoo. Can't do it any better than that.
Today, pros have to do whatever it takes. The Home Depot is here to make that easier. Our delivery options get what you need where you need it, and our app helps you keep track of everything, so you can keep doing what you do best, whatever it takes to get the job done. Now, Pro Extra members earn rewards like Tool Rental Center credit or Pro Extra dollars with every purchase. Join the loyalty program made just for pros at homedepot.com/Pro Extra. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Smooth driving pays off. With Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you save. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Grab Taco Bell's Nachos Party Pack whenever you're dressing up to stay in or witnessing a miracle. Go big with delicious nachos topped with all your favorites. Nachos Party Pack, only at Taco Bell. Get yours with Taco Bell delivery.
The fighting spirit is one we all share. And on Election Day, that spirit has a voice. If it's worth fighting for, it's worth voting for. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Did Malcolm say what he did to get arrested?
Being black in America.
I'm filing a complaint. Where's the suggestion box?
The Neighborhood. The new season begins Monday, November 16th on CBS.
No score early here at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Top-ranked Clemson survived Boston College today. And they had to do it without their starting quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, big story this week, testing positive for COVID. DJ Uiagalelei, a big game for him in his first starts, and so they survive an upset bid. Here we're just 4 minutes into the game, and this is not where the freshman quarterback wanted to get his second possession.
He missed a couple passes in his first drive, so I think they'll be very careful with him down here. If I throw the ball, I'd throw deep.
We've got a full house backfield. Emery, the tailback, will get the carry. Oh, man, he might have gotten one. That's it. Ends up in the end zone. Forward progress gives him about a yard. Christian Tutt was the first guy to hit him.
I know when you're a second-year quarterback as Bo Nix, and we've seen a little bit of this, Bo giving his opinions to the offensive coordinator, letting even his teammates know things he likes, he doesn't like, or what he's already unhappy with.
Second down, almost 9. Finley, quick throw. Got it to the fullback, Carter, and Carter might have a first down. Going to be close.
Get the ball out of the end zone. I was thinking they'd go deep. They come the other way. They throw the little pop pass to the Carter, runs forward, plows through, and what was it? Yep, good enough.
Just good enough. First down. A little more room to work now. Carter, a senior out of Valdosta, Georgia, picks up the first down. From the 12. Finley, little pitch to Emery. Was wrapped up momentarily, but reverses field, and he made something out of it.
Sure did. Great defense by the Auburn defense. Opportunity to make a tackle for a loss.
Smoke Monday, the guy that got in there
sure
quickly.
Did. Right off the edge. When you use those bunch formations like that, you put the safeties in position. You really can't read it. They're almost in linebacker spots, and a free safety blitz almost blows up that play.
3 wideouts all to the near side here on second down and 5. Play fake, quick slant, throws complete to Terrace Marshall.
And he got smoked.
He did. That happens to a lot of guys when number 21 hits you.
Well, that one was on target. If you're going to throw the slants, Auburn says, listen, you're going to complete some of those, but you better throw them accurately because we're going to hit them.
3rd and a yard, and they pick up the yard. Emery, nice tough run. Owen Papo made the tackle. Emery coming off a good game, really. 88 yards on 18 carries in the win over South Carolina. As Miles Brennan looks on. But they don't have a Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but they got a couple of guys they can kind of rotate.
There's many NFL teams that don't have a Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He plays for Kansas City.
We'll see Ty Davis-Price a lot as well. He's coming off a career-high game last week. Finley, play fake, down the middle, throws a dart down to the 42-yard line of Marshall, and a first down LSU.
Well, Terrace Marshall has gotten so good at running his routes. You know, he was a score touchdowns in the red zone guy, but now he's the featured guy. He's very calm in his routes. He's got a lot of speed, but he knows how to run his routes under control now. He doesn't overrun those seams.
First down. Back to the ground game. Emery, maybe to the 40. Jacoby McClain, the leading tackler for Auburn, makes the stop. So Finley settling in a little bit. Remember, they had to start down inside their own 2-yard line.
Now I always say this, you know, if you can throw, you can throw. You can shoot basketball, you can shoot. This guy can just throw. It's not like we're going to forget how to do it. Got a perfect delivery.
Comes a blitz, and there he goes with a slide. And his helmet comes off.
Get 15 more.
And that might be the end of the day.
Yes, it could be.
For Jacoby McClain, who I just said was a leading tackler.
Now, here's a 240-pound man coming at you, but, you know, as Auburn fans remember, they used to have a guy like that in Cam Newton.
Right. Well, I think it was the shoulder. Now that I look at it the second time, it's just that his helmet looks like it pops
I don't
off.
think
Personal foul. Target. Defense number 9. The previous play is under further review.
I still wish there was something in, you know, just
an in-betweener?
Just a 15 and a yellow card, you know, just something. I don't think he should be thrown out of the game for this. I think he should get 15 yards.
Yeah, maybe a forearm shiver. I don't know. It's hard to see from that angle. Gene Steratore is our rules official. And Gene, what do you think?
You know what, Brad? Remember now, once the quarterback starts to slide, the ball is actually dead before he makes contact with the ground. So we would have a dead ball targeting, if that makes sense to you in this play. I don't think that there's contact with the helmet or enough severe contact to the head or neck area to rise to the level of an ejectable offense.
Here's the call.
After review, there is no foul for targeting. Number 9 can remain in the game.
Once you looked at it closer, it looked like shoulder pad to shoulder pad, and then the lid popped off and his helmet came off, which made it look a little bit worse, in my opinion.
But obviously they're picking up the flag, too. So the call was just targeting, not unnecessary roughness or anything like that. See, I would have agreed with the 15-yard unnecessary roughness, but not with the targeting.
Well, with losing his helmet, Max Johnson's going to have to come back in, or come in, I should say, at quarterback. Another freshman, Brad Johnson's son. So at least for one play, Max Johnson, 6'5", freshman.
I thought if the other team knocked the helmet off, you were allowed to stay in the game. I wonder if he's stung a little bit. I wonder if he's just a little dizzy.
And I wonder if Johnson will just take off running, because he's known to be a good running quarterback. He's a left-hander if he does throw.
Yeah, I think a running call is a good call yourself.
Oh, he's going to go deep. How about this? Broken out,
nice
incomplete.
Coverage. Nice coverage.
Ray Jenkins, the intended receiver.
Yeah, I think it was Jalen Simpson, number 36. You're going to play for Kevin Steele in the secondary. You're going to have to learn to play man-to-man coverage. They go with the high fade, good coverage, good no call.
So Von Rosenberg will come in to punt on 4th down. Eli Stove waiting. Cam Sutter just lets it go. Is it going to make the end zone? It will.
By a yard and a half, it could have flipped the field on that drive.
Von Rosenberg says, gee, last time got it down there. This time it'll come out to the 20. No score. Midway, first quarter at Auburn.
A pandemic during a presidential election.
How do I register to vote?
Can we vote by mail here?
You'll be safe, right?
Yes.
Go out and vote. It's so important. Woo! It's the most important thing you can do.
You don't need a big meeting. You don't need a birthday. You don't need any excuse at all. You just need to love subs. Times 12. So go ahead and cater to your craving. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
I always loved you, Sven. I've never said it, but...
Whoa! Did Sven Rod just die?
Yeah.
Can you do it again?
Sure.
I always loved you, Sven. Missed it again. Alexa, rewind 10 seconds.
I never said it,
I can't believe it.
What? That our new house is haunted by Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Hey, Jill. Hey, Kurt. Movies? I'll get snacks.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on our car insurance with Geico.
I got snacks. Ooh, I got popcorn. I got caramel corn. I got kettle corn. Right. Am I too loud?
Believe it. Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Love Jersey Mike subs? Love them times 12 with our new catering box. Packed full of a dozen individually wrapped subs. They're yours for the sharing. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Tomorrow, the NFL on CBS features the undefeated Steelers putting their perfect record on the line against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Jim, Tony, and Tracy will have that one for you. You see the other action, including the Chargers and the Broncos late. It all starts with JB and the guys at the NFL Today at noon Eastern on CBS. My spider senses are tingling, and so is TJ Finley right now. It hasn't had the greatest start so far. Bo Nix and company from the 20. Here's an end around to Stove. Eli Stove, nice run. Got about 8. Check in with Jamie.
Well, he did linger on the field for quite some time during that play review, so he wanted to stay in. Didn't look shaken up at all, and he actually just greeted every single receiver. I don't want to give up his game plan, but let's just say they better keep their eyes and their hands open when he gets back on the field. He was pretty fired up to get back on offense.
All right, thanks, Jamie. You see Miles Brennan there with them both with the headsets on, sharing information. This one's going nowhere as Bigsby brought down by Allier.
And a tackle for a loss, and Allier is good at that.
Saw the great feature on the pregame with Zook and the guys about Allier and the strange journey he had just to get to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, and the tackle that time, Ham was kind of setting up outside, and Gage just shot the gap and made the tackle for the loss.
3rd down at 4. Nix throws on the run and throws a strike to Stove for the 1st down.
And that's, again, good job by Chad Morris. He knows that his offensive line is going to struggle with the pass rush from LSU. Maybe the best in the SEC. So what does he do? Brings his quarterback out of the pocket. They've given a little quarterback draw. They've thrown a swing pass. Now they roll out to keep the pressure off that offensive line.
J.K. Cookies is in there at the H-back spot. And they're going to throw it to him on the run. And good gain. This guy's something different, isn't he?
I think he's a weapon. Just a true freshman. Number 89. Keep your eye on him. When he comes in at H-back, he does a little bit of everything. And we mean everything, right?
Exactly.
Keep your eye on him. Here's a sugar huddle. Gus made this, I've been watching this for a long time. Quick snap out of it, turn around and snap it.
Only 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. There's the quick turn. Shivers behind Nix. Fakes it to him. Bo wants to go deep and will. Going long, double coverage. Stingley had a better play on the ball than
Nix's pass intended for number 18.
Matthews did, incomplete.
So all year I've been talking about how safeties have to do their job. Watch Todd Harris this time. He's got the middle of the field. He needs to stay in the middle of the field, and he does, and that makes the throw a little bit long and not being able to be completed.
Seth Williams, the intended receiver. Didn't have that good a play on it, but they gave it a shot deep. 3rd down and 5. Nix looks left the whole way and goes that way and throws a strike to the 49-yard line to Anthony Schwartz.
Well, Mika Bakersfield, number 23, has inside technique on this play, but he's got a tough matchup. A linebacker against one of the fastest people in college football. Another good call. They got the matchup they wanted. Get the ball in and out of Bo's hands quickly to negate that pass rush from LSU.
Fans would be saying finally a throw down the field a little bit to Schwartz. Throw a lot of screen stuff to him. And now here he comes on the end around. As Gary said, one of the fastest guys in football, but he only got about a yard before he got belted out of bounds by Ricks.
But I like the way they're spreading the field, making this LSU defense. We saw them on a bad day.
Yeah, we did. 623 yards of passing that day.
On a bad day. Couldn't hardly believe it. And then Missouri did something very similar to him. So if you're watching the game tape, Missouri was wide open, Mississippi State wide open. You just can't run it between the tackles. You got to keep them running sideline to sideline.
Right at midfield, 2nd down and 9. Bigsby trying to weave his way through, and he rolls for about 4. It'll still be 3rd down. Jabril Cox in on the stop. Gus Malzahn in his 8th year. Here is the head coach of the Auburn Tigers. More relaxed, it seemed, when we talked to him, Gus Malzahn, as he doesn't call the plays anymore.
It was like he was happy to see us.
Well,
usually he's in meetings.
Until I asked one question that didn't go well.
You got the stink eye, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I really. We'll explain that as we go. 3rd down and 5. Nix scrambles, buys time, and throws high and completes. Intended for Capers, and it's 4th down.
So Bo Pelini that time only a 3-man rush, kind of peeled away, made the quarterback Bo Nix look for and find somebody in the open seams, couldn't do it, and bailed on the play.
Derek Stingley will drop back as the punt return man.
A little bit of a field position game so far.
Yep.
Remember last time they had it on LSU on the 1-yard line? Pretty productive drive, driving it down there.
Aiden Marshall, the guy that pinned him last time. High, lazy kick. Bounces, and this one makes the end zone. So 3 minutes, 7 seconds remaining first quarter. Tigers battling back and forth. Still no score.
Congratulations. Welcome to the AFLAC program. AFLAC! Now tell me, what does AFLAC do?
AFLAC pays you money directly to help with unexpected medical bills.
And is AFLAC health insurance?
No, but it can help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
That's right. Are there any questions?
Coach!
Yes.
Can I get one of those cool blue blazers?
You know I can't play favorites. All right, let's talk coverage. It's go time.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
AFLAC
is an official sponsor of the SEC.
From indescribable emotion to the ultimate coronation, a tradition unlike any other. The Masters in 2 weeks on CBS.
Stream CBS Sports HQ, the completely free and always-on sports news network for highlights, breaking news, and expert picks. Download the CBS Sports app on your phone or connected TV to watch today as you look in at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And you also take a look at the Dr. Pepper SEC Conference standings. Here's how it looks in the West. Alabama perfect so far and ranked second in the country. And A&M, only one loss was to Alabama. And then Auburn and LSU, as we said, with 2 losses each and hoping to stay in that upper echelon as we hit the second half of the SEC season. Ty Davis-Price into the LSU backfield for the first time as TJ Finley starts things off from the 20-yard line. Play action. Finley loads and rips it down the middle. Complete. What a throw.
Yep.
And that's to Trey Palmer.
You can be an effortless thrower, and you notice it right away. You watch a guy who can just flick the ball. He can go 35 yards down the field without really taking a step into it. Just a nice, quick release. Ball never drops. Beautiful.
Fired that one 24 yards right on the money for the first down. Davis-Price trying to follow his blockers and does a pretty good job of it out across the 48-yard line. Cam Riley in on the tackle.
So Kevin Steele, the defensive coordinator for Auburn, you know, they've lost the 3 straight games. But you can't say the defense hasn't done their job. I mean, LSU scored 27, 22, and 23. And for 2 of those years, they had Joe Burrow at quarterback.
And they held him to 23, which was by far the lowest total offensively. There's a jailbreak. One's tipped.
Tried to get it, but inside he had a throwing lane taken away from him early in this play.
I think Johnson got a hand on that.
Yes, he did. He tipped it. He sure did.
A little bit of a dangerous throw. Now it's 3rd down and 6.
I kind of felt that TJ Finley kind of got used to the game on that last drive. You know, hit a couple passes, got hit pretty hard. Seems like he's more comfortable in the football game right now.
So far, what he's done the best is throw it down the middle. 3rd down and 6. And that's down the middle, and it's a first down to the big tight end, the freshman Gilbert.
Yeah, what a weapon. He had a big game against Missouri, 84 yards in that game in the first half. And watch how he adjusts to the football. big man adjusting, slows down, catches it, and then understands to accelerate right away. Big, strong athlete.
He was the Gatorade Player of the Year at any position. It's never happened in the tight end spot before. Out of Marietta, Georgia. So first down at the 42 of Auburn.
Come after him.
They sure are. They're loading for it. What a nice play fake, but look out from behind. I don't know if anybody knew he still had the ball, but it didn't matter because he went down in a heap.
Yeah, the mistake, and it's a young mistake, but Kevin Steele in Auburn brings a blitz. When you know that, you know you don't have much time. You're overloaded. You don't have a lot of help. If it's not there, throw it away. You're not going to outrun these guys.
Not Derek Hall, anyway, who got the sack. Second and 14. Back up to the 46 here in the final minute of the first quarter. Here's a quarterback draw all the way. Not much of a gain. Maybe 3. Lakevius Walker brought him down.
And this Auburn defensive line that has not been usually one of the weapons that we're used to seeing.
Like Derek Brown and Marlon Davidson and those dudes, yeah.
They haven't able to produce those sacks like we remember in past years.
Those two guys are playing on Sundays, of course. Third down and 11. 4 wide out group. Quick throw, wide receiver screen. Trying to get a block out there is Marshall. And got a good gain, and the ball came loose at the very end. But I think he was down.
Now it's right in between here. Is this go for it on 4th down, or is it try a long field goal yardage here?
They got plenty of time to talk about it.
They do.
That part. Because the quarter has come to a close. Scoreless first quarter in the Battle of Tigers here at Auburn. End of 1, no score. We'll return to Auburn after this message and a word from your local station.
You fell asleep with your sign again.
I fell asleep with your sign again. No, I didn't.
Okay.
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
When you shoot the zesty burger sauce rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're gonna want to capsize in that chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
America Decides. Special coverage Tuesday on CBS.
Be seen in the clinic? Concerned about exposure? Priority Urgent Care's check-in process is all digital. Wait from the safety and comfort of your vehicle. We'll notify you when it's safe to enter the clinic. Book your virtual visit now at priority661.com.
TJ Cox always benefits. As local businesses were struggling due to the pandemic, trying desperately to get federal assistance, businesses associated with TJ Cox pocketed up to $1.7 million in taxpayer-funded aid. This is the same TJ Cox who owed over $175,000 in unpaid taxes to the government. TJ Cox always seems to benefit, even if it's at our expense. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, I'm Joe Holstein, president of SunPower by Quality Home Services. SunPower by Quality Home Services is the Valley's best choice for solar for your home. But don't just take it from us. Listen to what our customers have to say.
The importance of having somebody that's going to be there every step of the way, that is essential. We have the company there. The key element was having SunPower as a company and the local SunPower dealer having been in business 30 plus years.
Call us or go online to schedule a free estimate.
After all Donald Trump has done, trying to gut health coverage and cut Social Security,
David Valadeo sided with Trump 99% of the time. We can't go back. It's why we need TJ Cox, building health clinics across the Central Valley, working to lower healthcare costs and protect Social Security, showing leadership in a crisis. TJ Cox, putting people first.
I'm TJ Cox, and I approve this message because we've got to move forward together.
Priority Urgent Care is now offering virtual visits to meet your medical needs. Be seen in the comfort and safety of your home. If needed, we can commit you to an in-person clinic visit. Book your virtual visit now at priority661.com.
Happy Halloween.
Set to start the second quarter here at Auburn. Take you back to that last play of the first quarter on the completion to Marshall, and you see his rear end hit first, then the elbow, then the ball came out. So LSU starts the second quarter with a field goal attempt from Cade York. His career long is 53. That was against Vanderbilt. And this is going to be 54. Gary said going to the break, do you go for it? Do you go for the long field goal? I was cheering for Cade York.
Well, as you said, they had time to think about it.
The only one that he has missed so far this year was blocked. And this is not going to do it.
Wow,
wide right.
Plenty of leg, though.
Yep.
Remember that for later. We've seen important field goals in this game before.
Oh, no kidding. So just wide right. Wouldn't quite turn for him. And we welcome you back to the booth. Brad and Gary, Jamie down on the field. No score so far. Both teams trying to find their way right now.
Yes, very clean game. No penalties in the first quarter. Not a lot of big plays. Both teams seem to be comfortable bringing their quarterback along slowly. Have not been able to run the ball as much as they wanted to.
Here's a quick throw. And now we got a wide open Eli Stove down the sideline. Stove all the way to the 26-yard line. First big play of the game.
Well, the trademarks of this Gus Malzahn offense is still here. Probably one of the first guys in college football ever to take advantage of the jet sweeps and make you stop it.
Now they go to the ground game, and finally Tank gets ahead of steam and gets it inside the 20. Jacoby Stevens brought him down. That gain from Nix was a 38-yard pass play to Eli Stove. And they set up in a hurry at the 19, second down and 3. Play fake, loft to the corner. Got it, complete, and the ball comes out. Is it going to be complete? Derek Stingley Jr.'s got the ball in his hand.
Seth goes back to try to get it from Stingley afterwards. How funny is that? Great matchup here, right?
It's a matchup we've been looking for.
Knocks it out, and then Stingley tries to get back in bounds and grab it.
It's first and goal at the 1.
Let's see if they stop the game here to look at this.
I thought they would have, and they will.
They will. That's a good job by the replay officials here. They wait as long as they can. They don't want to, stop the game for unnecessary reasons.
The previous play is under further review.
It was a weird-looking ending to the play at the 1-yard line. Here's another look from a different angle.
Back shoulder throw is perfect. You cannot stop that play, especially with the side of Seth Williams. The ball pops loose before he goes out of bounds, but I think the ball hit the line.
I do too. Right there, he's got it. He makes a football move, and here it comes. His feet are still in bounds.
I wonder if this could be a touchback. Yes. This could be a touchback. And it was funny, if you go a little farther, Seth gets up and tries to take it away from Stingley after the play.
A look from our AT&T 5G pylon cam. This one will be coming right at you, and Gene Steratore is going to come in to help us. I hope, Gene.
Yes, there's 3 elements to this one, and I just got 2 of them confirmed on our last really good replay. The first was Williams' foot. Was it out of bounds or not at the 2-yard line? We got a great look from a low angle that showed that in. And then, does he have possession to finish this catch and make a football move? I believe he does that as well. So that leaves us with the third option, which is a forward fumble in the end zone. The ball bounces on the out-of-bounds line in the end zone. So that would be a touchback by rule, and the ball would go back to LSU.
Gary and I are agreeing with you right now.
And this this is going to teach you. And just for a football player, Stingley does a great job of staying with the play. Okay, he gets beat. You're going to get beat. Perfect throw, big receiver, but he continues to fight on the play. He goes with the football, he rips, doesn't matter if he's out of bounds. Williams is not, and then the ball pops free. What a play.
We're going to see if our replay official, Gerald Hodges, and our referee, who's still under the mask and taking a look at it, Alex Moore, agree with the three of us.
So it would be 3 against 2 if they disagree.
It would be, yeah.
we would win the argument here. And
let's bring Gene back in.
You know, I think you make another great point too, Gary, and Stingley does a good job of it. You know, sometimes we rule these plays down or finished very quickly. Finish the play if you're a player, right? Go pick the football up just in case.
After review, the receiver possessed the ball, fumbled it into and out of the end zone, resulting in a touchback. First and 10 LSU.
The Three Stooges got one right. That's great. That's what we dressed as for Halloween.
The Three Stooges. And just a great lesson. I mean, everybody does their job. Their offensive line blocks well. Bo Nix throws a perfect pass. The competitive instincts of all these guys right in front of you, right there to finish off a play.
An All-American play by number 24. We'll be right back.
This is big. This year, we're giving away more tuition money than ever. And when you buy Dr. Pepper, we add even more money to the pile. So when you sip this, you send Sarah here to State U where she's studying space stuff. And every bone you spend helps her become an archaeologist. We're finding more ways to send more students more money so they can get more degrees and crush more life goals. Now put that in your glass and drink it. Learn more at drpepper.com.
Hey man, I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm a Verizon engineer, and today we're turning on 5G across the country with a coverage of 5G nationwide. And in more and more cities, the unprecedented performance of ultra-wideband, the fastest 5G in the world. It will change your phone and how businesses do everything. I'm proud because we didn't build it the easy way. We built it right. This is the 5G America's been waiting for, only from Verizon.
Oh man, this is hard.
I'm not going to give up.
Dejected but not out, because you never know.
2 hours of The Amazing Race, new Wednesday starting at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Take you back to the Auburn, South Carolina game. Bo Nix and Seth Williams not quite on the same page. Had a little conversation on the sideline, and that was the bad part. And then two competitive guys go, yep, we got it right that time.
Or the first part was the good part that led to the next good part.
And here was moments ago, just discussion going on.
And anybody that's played high-level competitive sports knows about this. You got two guys, one wants the ball all the time. Bo Nix would like to give it to him all the time. He's a good player. So you talk it out. You fight it out as teammates, and then you hug each other and go on to the next play.
And that was Chad Morris, the offensive coordinator, in between the two. So LSU on a nice play by Derek Stingley Jr. Their offense goes back to work from the 20-yard line. Play action. Finley sidesteps the rush, throws a strike again, complete to Tracy McMath.
Pretty soon, Steve Endlinger is going to say, well, how many more do we want to hide this guy? We're going to run it. We're not running it effectively. If we can block for him, he's going to hit the receivers.
He did a nice job in the pocket to get away from the first wave of the rush and then drilled it down the middle, which again has been his sweet spot so far as throwing the football. Davis Price, a yard. That's about it. So we get a Papa John's update in New York with our man Adam Zucker. Zuck.
Hey, Ness, crazy day so far in the ACC. Number 1 Clemson surviving against Boston College. Now number 4 Notre Dame, their next opponent, against Georgia Tech. Ball's on the turf. Zamari Walton going to go all the way the other way, and it is a 7-7 game in the second quarter. Back to you, Ness.
All right, 7-7 there. No score here. Still looking for some points. P.J. Finley. This one too high, intercepted. Picked off and down the sideline. Could be a pick 6 for Pritchett. Touchdown.
Pritchett got a gift, a high throw. He's just standing out here. Man coming out to him. He's standing there in zone, right to him. And he makes the poor throw count for Auburn.
And returns it 52 yards and got past the quarterback. As he is going to get pushed by Finley in the knee and the ball in the end zone for a 52-yard touchdown.
I thought he stepped on the line with his right foot. Is he right? His left foot, was it right? His right foot right on the line there. I thought he stepped out.
And they're going to look at it.
Yep, he did. I think he did step out.
Gene Steratore, if he's got complete white shoes instead of a stripe on the side, I don't know if you see that.
I think he's out of bounds, too. So we only needed 2 Stooges out of this one, Brad. So 2 of us saw this one really quick.
Right there.
I think he's out at the 5-yard line.
We've got plenty of Stooges around here, that's for sure.
Well, at any rate, it's a nice play, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Auburn, we think.
It wasn't a mental mistake by the quarterback, but when you throw them high, you know, they sail, and Pritchard standing there in zone. Usually get man-to-man, it doesn't hurt you, but zone it does.
And we kept saying so far today, down the middle, he's been really accurate.
That's a good point. Been mentioning that. He comes to the outside with his first throw, and he misses.
Here's a call.
After review, the ball carrier stepped out of bounds with the ball at the 4.5-yard line. Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Thank you.
So Nehemiah Pritchett gets the interception, but not the touchdown. And T.J. Finley out to try to shake it off on the LSU sideline. Meanwhile, it's a gift now for the Auburn offense. Can they put it in the end zone? Red zone woes this year. Touchdowns have been hard to come by. Let's see if Bo Nix and company can come up with one.
Interesting, going into this game, Auburn and LSU were tied in the SEC for the least number of turnovers at 4. LSU's at 5.
That's Tank Bigsby behind Bo Nix.
Would have to say that TJ's hustle there, maybe those dropping of 20 pounds forced him out of bounds.
He wouldn't have gotten there before.
No, not at 265. He's not going to get there.
Matthews up top. That Schwartz in motion. The give is to Bigsby, and Tank is down at the 1-yard line.
Love how he falls forward. Linebacker's coming at him. He's cutting east-west, and all of a sudden he puts that foot in the ground and goes forward.
Got a flag down.
Illegal formation. More than 4 players in the offensive backfield. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Too many guys in the backfield.
I didn't see it. I thought they had just 4. I'm not so sure about that. I don't see the 5th guy. I
don't think Gus does either.
No, I did not see that.
Well, that backs him up outside the 9 now, where it's 1st and goal. Penalty yards a game. Auburn second worst. I still don't see it.
No, I don't either.
Stove in motion. And he gets the little short toss. Eli Stove, touchdown Auburn. So they do get in the end zone off the turnover.
Xavier Capers, number 80, is the guy that makes this play go. Watch him out here. Stay with his block the whole time. Easy little throw. Stays, stock block, just enough to get Stowe into the end zone.
A one-play drive. Anders Carlson's extra point is up and good. And we have snapped our scoreless drought here in the second quarter. Eli Stove actually playing for the 5th time against LSU. And he's in the end zone to give the Tigers a lead.
Oh, morning sun, come our way.
Still warm.
This is the song of the day.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one. Save 50% when you pay per mile with Allstate. Pay less when you drive less. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
I be the boss, give me the sauce, baby. I dunk and toss, baby. Give me the sauce, baby. And when I dip you don't even trip, boo.
Choose 4, 5, or 6 fingers in any of our famous sauces with the chicken finger plate. Only at Zaxby's. Order ahead, drive-thru, or get it delivered.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever. Step up to GMC and get $6,000 purchase cash on most 2020 Sierra light-duty crew cab models. We are professional-grade GMC.
Pepperoni pizza combined with Italian cheese sticks. Plus crazy sauce this Halloween. Only Little Caesars gives you this unexpected combination for just $6. Carry out or delivery.
Pizza.
Tomorrow on CBS, 60 Minutes visits 2 states that will be key to this year's election, plus the inside story behind America's first COVID outbreak. Tomorrow on CBS. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jamie Erdahl, our CBS crew as you look in. Pat Dye Field, Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, where the Auburn Tigers have the 7-0 lead on a one-play drive following the interception by Nehemiah Pritchett. Eli Stove with the touchdown reception. And I want to clarify, 5th time he's played against LSU because 2 years ago he played early in the season and then had a medical red shirt. So he's had 5 cracks at the guys in the gold and purple.
And because of this year's a COVID year, he could have a 6 if he wants one.
I knew you were going to go there.
It's my favorite stat of the
year. You love that, don't you?
I do.
Quarterback comparison so far, this guy coming off a almost pick 6, 7 out of 11 for 80 in that interception.
Yeah, and you know what? Auburn, which is 12th ranked in the SEC in rush defense, having, just not able to stop. Ole Miss ran against Auburn last week for 150 yards plus, and in the first half, only 25 yards rushing. So no help for the quarterback.
Chris Curry in the backfield with T.J. Finley. Let's see what effect that interception has on the freshman. From the 25. No effect there. Chris Curry dropped it.
Number 18, Chris Curry, incomplete. 2nd down.
So how do you get your quarterback ready again after you throw a pick? Give him an easy throw and a no completion.
No, Chris Curry took his eye off it to see who was going to try to tackle him and forgot to take the ball along. There's the first 3 possessions. Not what you're looking for on the road. Here's Curry trying to take it wide. Nice run. Got about 8 and got blasted by Zacoby McClain, leading tackler coming into this game for the Auburn Tigers.
Well, if it's not number 9, it's number 0.
Yeah.
So the 2 leading tacklers on the team, and they go sideline to sideline. That front protects them, and they make tackles.
Going hurry up here. Curry's going to be short, I think. Kind of rolled off the last would-be tackler, which was McLean again. And he is shy by about a half a yard.
Yeah, it's a 35-yard line. What do? Do you go fast here and try to pick up this first down? You got a 240-pound quarterback.
And that's who they use. And he gets pushed from behind, and he's got the first down. Chris Curry might have said, I dropped that ball earlier. I'm going to shove you in the back here for the first down.
Not what I had in mind to make it up, but it worked.
So that moves the chains.
So last year in this game, as LSU went fast for that one, they used that a lot last year in this football game, but they had Joe Burrow, a veteran.
Now back in June, legendary Auburn coach Pat Dye passed away at the age of 80. He made his mark as a player at the University of Georgia, came to Auburn as head coach, and was very successful. His response when they said, "What are you going to do to beat Alabama? How long will it take?" He said, 60 minutes, plus his lasting legacy, the role of helping turn the Iron Bowl into a home-and-home series. Pat Dye.
Colbert's New the night before the election with John Oliver, Monday on CBS.
Take your family hiking in the mountains and for tacos on the beach in the same day? You need a hybrid Ford Explorer with drive modes for any terrain. Get a Ford Explorer with 0% APR for 60 months plus $3,500 bonus cash only at your Southern California Ford dealers.
Accelerated Urgent Care has grown again with their newest location on the corner of Coffee and Stockdale. Voted the best urgent care center in Kern County. Accelerated Urgent Care provides the highest quality patient care delivered by emergency-trained doctors to both adults and children. Accelerated Urgent Care offers treatments for common conditions such as pneumonia, stomach flu, colds, infections, and more. With an average wait time of only 10 minutes, you'll be in and out the door in no time. Accelerated Urgent Care. Expert care on your time.
After all Donald Trump has done, trying to gut health coverage and cut Social Security, David Valadeo sided with Trump 99% of the time. We can't go back. It's why we need TJ Cox, building health clinics across the Central Valley, working to lower healthcare costs and protect Social Security, showing leadership in a crisis. TJ Cox, putting people first.
I'm TJ Cox, and I approve this message because we've got to move forward together.
If you want to work from anywhere in California, you need a sliding second row to fit the whole family and a more than 10-inch multi-touch screen to help you find your way. Now you can lease a 2020 Ford Explorer XLT for $279 per month for 36 months, only at your Southern California Ford dealers.
So as we bring you back, Auburn called timeout before that last quarterback sneak. So they didn't get the first down because Auburn took a timeout. So it's 4th down and inches.
Now they're going to try to draw him off.
Now they come up under center. Will they do the same thing? Maybe they did.
They draw him off.
Flags down. Like maybe Truesdell fell into the neutral zone. Coach Orgeron is happy with the turn out of events there.
And you don't know if they were going to snap
outside
it or not.
Defense, number 94 with contact. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
I got to say, good coaching. So that's something you take time in during the week. In this type of situation, you go, all right, in this situation, we're going to go from shotgun, a little bit of motion, and try to draw them off, and they did.
Shanahan at center gets bulldozed, but he'll take that and get the first down.
5 yards and a first down.
Finley scanning the field will go short, complete to Jenkins, and Jenkins with a yard after catch of about 13 and a pickup of another first down.
Again, really good decision making. Coverage by Auburn was very good. This ball wanted to go deep. This was a home run throw. Auburn in great coverage. He drops it off to his outlet receiver.
So LSU back in Auburn territory at the 48-yard line. Finley, pressure from behind, goes down the middle of Marshall. Complete short gain as McLean made the hit.
Nice quick release as Marshall limps off there. Keep an eye on that. Boom, real quick. He's got a really fast release.
Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6.
Usually those big quarterbacks like that wind up. He does not.
3 wide receivers up to the top as they all look to the sideline, including the quarterback. switches sides. Blitz coming off the corner, Curry hit in the backfield and drilled.
Again, good job by this Auburn defense. They knew to get to the freshman quarterback, they were going to have to stop the run. LSU ran the ball at will against South Carolina, but this game, they're able to stop the run at least early in the game.
Newkirk made the first contact, and then McClain helped him clean up. And it brings up 3rd down and long.
So last week against South Carolina, LSU was 8 for 10 on 3rd down. That was a big part of the game. In the loss to Missouri, they were 0 for 10. So far here, they're 2 for 6. So this Auburn defense on 3rd down is doing the job.
Terrace Marshall is back out there. 3rd and 7. Pressure. Throw is a little high, and nice job defensively.
Those bunch formations, you have to know how to pass those guys out. You got to understand they're going to be crisscrossing. The releases are going to change. Watch the 3 Auburn receivers. They kind of split up, boom, they crisscross, and Auburn sorts it out and makes the play. Beautiful defense.
It's Pritchett who made the play again. He had the interception earlier. No long, it's a punting situation for Von Rosenberg. Eli Stove is the deep man standing at the 10-yard line for Auburn. Bouncing inside the 5. Jump ball in there.
So the mistake by LSU is they should have caught it in the air. They had an opportunity. In the NFL, you can jump from the field of play and bat it back. In college ball, it's the plane of the goal line. If it crosses in midair, it's a touchback.
Which it is, and we'll be right back.
When there's work to be done, your most powerful tool is the Home Depot app. Bring styles to life with just a few taps. And find a replacement in a snap. Get a second opinion in just a second. And when you can't drop what you're doing, we'll drop it off for you free. Download the Home Depot app today and start bringing your vision to life. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful. You're armed with a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. Sellers know your offer is good, so your bid has the strength to compete with cash offers. Now grab your crown and rule. That castle is yours. So when you need an edge in the bidding war, Rocket can.
That's half the fun of a new house, seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, saving on homeowners insurance with Geico's help was pretty fun, too.
It's a tiny dancer.
They left a ton of stuff up here.
Well, enjoy your house.
Nope. No, thank you.
Geico could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance.
When managing diabetes, you can't always stop for a finger stick. With the Freestyle Libre 14-day system, a continuous glucose monitor, you don't have to. With a painless 1-second scan, you can check your glucose with a smartphone, so you can stay in the moment. You can do it without finger sticks. Ask your doctor for a prescription today. And if you join the My Freestyle program, you can try the Freestyle Libre 14-day system for free. Learn more at myfreestyle.us.
And now it's time to do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot.
So sometimes to be smart, you just don't be dumb. And dumb means if you're going against the #1 ranked tackling sacks in the SEC, don't hold on to the ball. Get rid of it quickly. Quick release, quick passes. To be smart, just don't be dumb.
Well said. Back to the live action. Neil Farrell make the stop on Bigsby. Bigsby hasn't gotten going yet for Auburn. Coming off 3 straight 100-plus yard games. Got to start feeding him. Here he comes. And there he goes for a first down across the 30 to the 31.
Well, what you got to do when you got a guy that breaks a lot of tackles is you just don't throw at him. Wrap him up. You got to tackle him, bring your arms, and hold on. And that's exactly what LSU did on that play.
Gus Malzahn's theory, he has broken more tackles than anybody else in the country so far this year. He gets a breather. Shivers comes back in. Makes a little play fake, but is flip it out to Stove. He's been his favorite guy so far. And Eli to the 40, about a yard shy of the first down. Micah Baskersville, which is a great Halloween name, made the stop.
So Stingley was matched up against Seth Williams. Great matchup down here. Going out of one-on-one the whole way. Blanketed. They wanted to go deep down the middle. Man-to-man coverage, and Stingley takes it away.
Here's where you can do some things. Second down and yard. The thing will be Bigsby breaking one tackle and losing about 5. And it's Stingley in the open field stop. Not only can he cover, he can hit you.
But the beginning of your call was right. It was bounced outside by that defensive line. They don't have to make the tackle, but it was a wall inside. Nowhere to go. And as you said, Stingley cleans it up.
So it looked like an easy first down coming. Now they're facing third down and 6.
Here's when that pass rush for LSU could be most dangerous.
Here they come. Nix fires way high.
Yep. Seth Williams has a big radius for those catches.
Not that big.
LeBron would have had trouble catching that one.
That baby sailed on him.
You could almost feel the clock in Bo Nix's heads here saying, I got to get rid of it. I got to get rid of it. I got to help my offensive line. Remember, he's got an offensive line missing a really important player up front. Council says, I don't want to get them in a sack fest here early in the game, and he just let it sail.
Hayden Marshall the punt. Derek Stingley back around the 25. And this one's going to bounce out of bounds around the 23 or so. With 6:45 remaining in the half. Auburn Tigers leading the LSU Tigers by a touchdown.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Junior garlic bacon butter. I'm excited. Junior garlic butter bacon burger. Junior garlic butter bacon burger. Junior garlic butter bacon burger. I just want it right now.
Tessa's getting her holiday shopping done early at Amazon. So come December, she'll get to be Holiday Tessa. Nobody's taking this photo off their fridge. All right, Tessa.
Daily routines change, but the land stays the same. There's ground to cover, a herd to feed, and you still have to make it back in time to get a clean start on tomorrow. So run with us on a John Deere Gator, because being linked to the land means the work never stops. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Adam Zucker in New York coming up on the Geico Halftime Report. BJ, Rick, and I get you caught up on all of today's action, including a trick by number 6 Oklahoma State. They make the Longhorns pick each other. Spencer Sanders to Landon Wolf. Go with the team in black and orange on Halloween, up 14-7. Yes?
Oh, I bet BJ's just loving that replay, right? Yep. Let's check in with Jamie.
LSU freshman quarterback TJ Finley graduated from high school just last December, Brad. He waited a mere 12 hours before he joined the LSU football practice the very next day, but he arrived with his parents and with a unique request for Ed Ogeron that he not have a roommate. Not because he's not a teammate guy, but because he didn't want any distractions. Focus on his studies, focus on football. I asked Steve Emsinger about what we're seeing in terms of what Finley's capabilities are. He said, I am confident that he has a full understanding of the playbook. We kept him safe last week, but we want to continue to see him grow within this offense.
Jamie asked Coach Ogeron, says, how many people get that request of having your own room? And Coach O said, not many.
So I understand you had to pay the difference, right?
That's right. The parents had to pay the difference instead of having a roommate. And only about a yard gain for John Emery. Let's test your knowledge right now at the 6.5-minute mark of the second quarter as we give you today's trivia question, which is, who's the youngest player to start at quarterback for LSU since World War II? This guy's on the list, but he's not the youngest, just to give you a hint. Second down and 10. Slants complete near the 30. Not a big gain for Racey McMath.
You really have to give it to this Auburn defense. They're making everything happen in front of them. Yeah. They're stopping the running game. They're winning the field position game. The average field position for LSU in this game has been the 19-yard line. LSU staying in this game, obviously, because they're playing good defense as well. But so far, this Auburn defense has stepped up.
5 possessions and nothing to show for it, except a missed field goal and an interception that was almost a pick 6. They're down at 6. Trouble from behind. The ball is out, and Auburn scoops it. And they're still going with it. This is going to be a touchdown for Christian Tutt. Christian Tutt, the ball was on the ground for seemingly a half an hour before somebody found the handle, and he did.
When I saw this, I thought that TJ Finley tried to do too much. See how he lifts up the ball, trying to get away from the rush? He wants to throw even though he's in the grasp, and that's when it popped loose. You know, those are things, I guess, you know, without experience that you can do in high school when those 180-pound defensive linemen are tackling you, but not these guys.
Well, we almost had a pick 6. Now we have a fumble recovery and a 20-yard touchdown return by Christian Tutt.
And the LSU defense says we're basically pitching a shutout, and it's 14-0 here.
Anders Carlson indeed makes it 14-0. Auburn. Well, Gary had just talked about Kevin Steele's defense, and boy, do they come up with a big play. First, the rush that engulfed the freshman quarterback, and then Christian Tutt says, I know where the end zone is, and I'm heading that way. 14-0 Auburn.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G, and it's on AT&T, the fastest nationwide 5G network.
Now new and existing customers can get our best deal.
Really? Mom, AT&T has the deal for new and existing customers. I will.
So what'd she say?
It's the wrong person. It's a guy named Carl, but he's very excited and on his way.
Word of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best deal, like the amazing iPhone 12 on us.
With new rewards from Chase Freedom Unlimited, I now earn even more cash back. Oh, I gotta tell everyone. Hey, Rita, you now earn 3% on dining, including takeout.
Bon appetit.
Hey, Kim, you now earn 5% on travel purchase through Chase.
Way ahead of you.
Hey, Neil, you can earn 3% at drugstores.
Buddy, I'm right here. Why are you yelling?
Because that's what I do. You're always earning with 5% cash back on travel purchased through Chase. 3% at drugstores, 3% on dining, including takeout, and 1.5% on everything else you buy. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Justice only happens if you fight for it. It's why I became a judge.
All Rise returns November 16th on CBS.
So a couple of one-play drives, if you will. Actually, that wasn't even a drive. It was a scoop and score. And Auburn has 14 points off one offensive play, which was a 9-yard touchdown pass to Eli Stove.
And Auburn knows not to take the foot off the gas. They were ahead 20-0 in one of these games 3 years ago and didn't hold on to win.
There's a knuckleball. It's going to be scooped by Palmer at the 3-yard line. Trey Palmer weaving his way. Nice return. And he's all the way out to the 34-yard line as we take you back to the previous play.
All right, those guys that were playing behind Davidson and Brown, one of them playing Colby Wooden, number 25. Watch him. He's up against Ed Ingram, one of the best guards we have in this league. He leads the SEC in tackles for a loss with 6.5. And watch him work into the play and get it onto the quarterback. And from there, bad things happen for LSU.
So the freshman quarterback, having thrown an interception and then fumbled, has got to be a little rattled to see if he can pull it back together here at the 5-minute mark remaining in the half. They'll keep it simple right now. Nice spin move by John Emery. Emery gets out to the 40. This is just moments ago. Sherwood going off limping for Auburn. Auburn with a 2-touchdown lead. Here's the big fella sliding for the first down.
Yeah, this is a big drive for the LSU football team. Remember, Auburn gets the ball to start the second half. 5-minute mark. We always talk about it. End of halves, beginning of halves.
He slid too early. I stand corrected. Didn't get the first down. Now they do. John Emery will pick it up at the 45. So they've got a full complement of timeouts. LSU with 3 timeouts, 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Coach Ogeron pulls the mask down just long enough to hydrate.
So let's keep an eye on that safety position. Sherwood and Monday have been doing a great job keeping things in front of them. Let's see what happens here.
Terrace Marshall, number 1 receiver for LSU, in a slot to the left side for TJ Finley. Off play action. Fires incomplete, intended for Marshall, a one-hopper. And Tennyson was back there defending, but didn't need to defend at all, as we give you the Aflac trivia question, which was youngest quarterback to start since World War II. And the aforementioned offensive coordinator for LSU. There's Steve Ensminger.
Yep, put the glasses on, calling the plays.
Steve was just a little over 18 when he made that start in 76. The shot here on second down and 10. Finley pressured again. Wants to get rid of it. Got belted as he threw it, intended for Jure Jenkins. And he's slow to get up.
Well, Big Cat Bryant this time. Defensive end does the job out here. Watch him put the pressure, and TJ Finley can feel it. Matched up outside, he spins inside, and all of a sudden the quarterback goes, uh-oh, I got to get out of here, and throw the thing away.
He took a whack from Newkirk. Third down and 10. Got to get it to the 45 of Auburn to keep things alive here offensively for the Tigers of LSU. 1 out of their last 5 on third down conversions. Throws incomplete, intended for Emery, broken up by Papo.
And that ball was just thrown behind far enough that Papo had an opportunity on this. Again, the pass rush for Auburn, and everybody's been waiting to break out, but you see the ball's thrown behind that time, and Emery was lucky to get his hand on it and knock it away from Papo.
So things still not going well for the freshman, and it brings up Von Rosenberg to kick away to Eli Stove again.
So Auburn defense is dialed up today, aren't they?
No doubt. Near perfect first half.
Oh, what a weapon this punt.
Stove lets it go. It bounces and it's kept out this time at the 1, I think. Yes, it is. So Von Rosenberg does his job, one of the oldest guys in college football.
Was that 54-yard punt right to the 1-yard line?
Right to the 1-yard line where Jabril Cox downed it. There's Steve Ensminger, the offensive coordinator.
Look at that quick release.
Yeah, he winds up and rips it. We love talking to Steve, one of the great offensive coordinators in college football. Jamie?
Well, he said back in my day, we could sign as many quarterbacks as we could. So there were actually 10 guys on the roster. You can imagine when he got the phone call that he would be the starting quarterback, he pretended like he didn't have a memory of it. But he said the nerves were real, but I loved every second.
It's kind of like my partner over here. I think he was about 8th on the Purdue list.
That.
Here comes Bigsby. Got the edge. Tank finally got one going. Brought down by Hampton, but a big gainer.
It's the eye candy. And it's part of this Auburn offense. You cannot look at these jet sweep guys going by. Watch the jet sweep. The linebackers stay inside, and all of a sudden the running back gets the edge.
Biggest gain of the play of the day for Bigsby out.
They call it
27.
They call it the eye candy, and it seems to work.
26-yard pickup. Here's the short throw to Stove, and he's going to lose a yard about as Jabril Cox in on the hit at the 3-minute mark. Again, as Gary said, 2-touchdown lead for Auburn, and they get the ball to start the third.
And how important that first down out of that 1 yard line spot, because if they get a couple stops, they're using their timeouts. LSU has all three of them, would have got great field position. Huge first down run by Auburn.
Three wideouts up top. Bixby motion out of the backfield, and Nix is going to take off. Nix. He's got another first down. It appears out at the 38-yard line.
Brad, Bo Nix catches a little criticism by leaving the pocket too soon, but watch how his instincts tell him to get out now, just before Gabe enters that sack thing. That was perfectly done by Bo Nix.
First down with 2:10 to go in the half. Play fake, and now lobbing it and completing it. Seth Williams still going. All the way to the 34.
That's that famous RPO offense that Auburn brought into this league. Bo Nix goes down the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to run it. And then right at the last second, he lets it go to his receiver. I don't even know if Williams thought he was going to get the ball on that play.
Boy, he got a 28-yard gain, dragging Stingley with it. Timeout.
Is the threat real? Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Something big is going to happen. Something that could shift the balance of the Cold War. This war was a lie.
There is no truth. Only who you choose to believe.
Rated M for mature. Pre-order now.
PlayStation.
Don't let the comfort fool you. Don't let the attention to detail lead you to believe that a Honda is a delicate machine. You'd be wrong. Underneath every surface that carries a Honda badge, there has always been the capacity to amaze. From the core of everything we have ever built, all the way to the top of where you want to go. Rise to the challenge with the rugged performance of the Honda Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline.
Coming up, Adam, Rick, and BJ will have first half analysis and highlights from around the country on the Geico halftime report.
And play is so reminiscent, Brad, of the Nick Marshall pass against Alabama at the end of that game. That just remember like it was yesterday.
It's the best game of the day so far from Nix to Matthews. Now he's looking for more pressure from behind. Still scrambling around and does find a man. Shivers, and Shivers got about 4 out of it.
Well, Ojulari had a shot at him, number 8, 4 sacks so far this season after just 4 games. Came around the corner, and Bo, with his athletic ability, eluded it.
B.J. Ojulari, the freshman, who's a younger brother of Aziz Ojulari of Georgia, who's great.
Pretty good, too.
Yeah, those two are a pretty good tandem. You have them on the same team from the same family. Here's a jet sweep to Eli Stove, first down. Taken would-be tacklers to the 18-yard line.
What a great drive by this Auburn offense right here. Remember where they got this football. 5 minutes to go, 3 timeouts. LSU's licking their chops. If we get a stop here, we can make this thing with great field position, 14-7. But finishing the half is so important because they get the ball to start the second half.
Eli Stove has carried the ball 50 times for 4 touchdowns coming in. 51 now. Bo Nix weaving his way through traffic inside the 10 to the 9.
How about that play? I mean, you're a good athlete. You know why you're a 5-star player when you make a play like that, because I thought Gay had him. Watch this athletic play by Bo. Comes out, Gay's right there, 6'5", gets inside of him. Beautiful.
Bo Nix putting the brakes on and moving around the big fella and then cuts it back inside.
Right. Probably got an 80-inch wingspan, like Gay, and he gets inside of it.
He got 5 more yards once he got past him. It's 2nd down and 1. Timeout with 45 seconds remaining in the half. Remember, this thing started way back at the, 1 yard line?
Yeah. Put a little jet sweep action. The linebackers get caught peeking, and all of a sudden, the secondary is out of sorts, and no one's able to handle the edge. The problem, if you watch LSU film, they've had all year, giving up plays to the outside.
Golden opportunity here for Auburn at the 9 yard line. 2nd and 1. Nix lofts it to the corner. Wide open. Capers, touchdown, Auburn.
Just a little rub to the outside is all you need. And it worked perfectly. Don't be obvious. Don't be obvious. It was not obvious.
The obvious thing was Xavier Capers was as lone as I am over here next to you.
But Seth Williams made the play. Seth Williams did not just go out and block the defender. He just slightly rubbed him.
Well, 21-0 Auburn. A 99-yard drive and 8 plays. Bo Nix caps it with his 2nd touchdown toss of the day.
Congratulations. Welcome to the AFLAC program. AFLAC! Now tell me, what does AFLAC do?
AFLAC pays you money directly to help with unexpected medical bills.
And is AFLAC health insurance?
No, but it can help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
That's right. Are there any questions?
Coach!
Yes.
Can I get one of those cool blue blazers?
You know I can't play favorites. All right, let's talk coverage. It's go time.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
AFLAC
is an official sponsor of the SEC.
Thursday night, good news for all of us. Fall TV is back. What happens when 11-year-old genius Sheldon Cooper graduates high school? A lot. Gather the family together for the season premiere. Young Sheldon, Thursday at 8, 7 Central, here on CBS. 99-yard drive, and Capers caps it with the touchdown reception from Nix. His first career touchdown for Capers. Carlson's kick. Trey Palmer from the 2. Trying to make something happen. And he might. Trey Palmer couldn't get around the kicker. Anders Carlson saved what would have been a 98-yard touchdown.
Great tackle. You're right, Ness. He's gone.
Everybody complains about kickers. Anders Carlson just saved a touchdown.
And it's a good thing he's a tall kicker because he needed every inch of it. What a play.
He and his brother Daniel, a great duo of kickers at the same school. And nice player. It would have been gone.
Woo!
Oh, is he going to love that in the film?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's looking on the big board. Show it again. He's going, show it again. Show it again.
So instead of 21-7, there's 33 seconds left. And it's LSU from the 35. Deep ball into some coverage, incomplete, intended for Marshall.
Okay, so this Auburn defense has earned the right to rush the passer by stopping the run. And that's what you do. Remember last week against South Carolina, LSU ran the ball 54 times. Can't do it today because they're not getting the yards. 35 yards rushing already just in this game.
LSU hasn't been shut out in the first half in 2 years. And they're 27 seconds away from that right now. Finley short over the middle on a crossing route to Jenkins. Jenkins across midfield to about the 47. LSU's got two timeouts.
Yep. They got a stoppage of the clock here on first down. They actually could ground it, or if they've got a play already called, go for it.
Well, they're in the shotgun. So here they go with whatever they've got. They're going deep and caught out of bounds by McMath. McCreary was covering, but he didn't really need to cover much. The ball was too wide.
McCreary, best coverage corner, for Auburn, and you can see why they say it, because it was perfect.
And he used the boundary beautifully there. So 8 seconds left. And Auburn's defense is trotting back sending 4 guys back inside the 15-yard line.
You could throw a short one and try to get into field goal range.
He's going to let it rip down the middle. There's
and you got a chance for a
3
field goal.
seconds.
Yep. Take a timeout now. Get your field goal team on. Clock was going to stop anyway because of the first down, but not a bad call here. Chances of getting the home run ball very slim, but Auburn was basically conceding a short pass here and challenging LSU to try to make the long field goal.
Now, coming up 2 weeks on CBS, it will truly be a tradition unlike any other. The best players in the world on the course at Augusta National. Join us for a special autumn at the Masters this November on CBS, 2 weeks away, and then we'll have LSU and Alabama from Baton Rouge on that particular Saturday of the weekend. 3 seconds remaining, and here comes the field goal units. Remember, Cade York missed from 54 earlier in the game.
With plenty of leg, though.
Yep, just a little bit wide right. Rosenberg will hold it. This is going to be from 50, almost 51. Got to get something on the board. We will call it a 51-yard attempt, but we'll also call a timeout Auburn to let Mr. York think about it a little bit. So coming up, the final play of the half. Some of the news and notes around college football this week. Colin Hill has opted out for the season. Mississippi State, arguably their best player, will get ready for the NFL draft. Wisconsin and Nebraska canceled. Wisconsin, we understand, has more problems with COVID now. And if you didn't see Talia Tagovailoa last night against Minnesota, he looked pretty darn good.
Sure did.
To his little brother. Tua starting tomorrow for the Dolphins. The Tagovailoa family had a Maryland game and then a Miami game on their schedule this week.
Tua can afford to fly him down.
Yeah, I think he's got enough cheese to do that. Cade York try to put LSU on the board here before halftime from 51. That time he got it. Good kick. Well, they don't get shut out.
No, you never know. You never know.
That could come in handy later.
Got it.
So that's the first half in the tale of two tigers here at Halloween.